they would ban fracking. Now they're saying they're not.
I saw
This
that.
person this person said that it should be criminal to try to close the border. She wants to decriminalize illegal immigrants. That should make everybody think something's weird about that. Her main argument is, how come they always want to bring up how many kids you ain't taking care of, but they don't bring up how many kids this bitch done sent to heaven? Her vagina is literally a graveyard. Her vagina got souls of other children just up in there grabbing at your penis when you have it.
I got your reasons for Trump, and then it's because Kamala is a liar, known liar.
Yes.
I have no argument with that. So you kind of looking at, are you looking at it the lesser of two evils, or you don't look at Trump as evil?
I don't look at him as evil. I think evil is a deep word. I believe the Democrats are evil. One, they sanction murdering of children. They're out going around hollering that the right is weird, while they got motherfuckers up there in dresses and beards, full beards like you got in a dress. They are talking about giving 12-year-old boys the right to decide if they want to be castrated, chemically castrated, because that's what they're doing when they're giving them these hormone blockers to turn them into women. They put D. Wade's
Reason if they thought you did something, but it was never a universal practice. It was always a practice that was done specifically targeting blacks and Hispanics up here. He also wants to halt prosecution of police officers. So when I think about stuff like that, and I think about how those police officers get away with crimes committed against us, even if I did vote, I wouldn't want to vote for either one of them because I just wouldn't trust them at all.
Okay, so let me ask you something. We're as innocent as we say we are. Why is it that every time a fucking cop pull us over, we turn it into World War III? If niggas was really scared of cops, because let me tell you who y'all really scared of. Y'all scared of the Bloods in the Crip, because nobody talks about that. And that's what Donald Trump is talking about. Now they're prosecuting people because it looked like clean arrests, clean shoots, and they're turning it into something else. I have been arrested several times. Have had cops pull me over. I just had one pull me over. You see him riding in that orange car. The same people say I got punked by Tyreek because he ran up in an interview. The same people say I got punked in Harlem because a nigga hit me in the back of the head as I was walking off. But you got punked by the cop. So I get punked by the cop. A job. You are the boss. And a person who wanted to be the CEO of the company said that they wouldn't interview for you. Would you hire them?
No. Why would I interview?
Tried to bring them in for a third interview. They said no. Would you hire them?
Right, no, I wouldn't.
So this woman is running for the top job in the United States, and we are her employer. She has decided she don't need to talk to you.
Right.
She don't need to interview with you. She don't need to go out there. Most people who are running for the top job, and this has been throughout history, they have to get in front of the camera as much as they possibly fucking can.
Right.
This woman was, they talk about being a democracy. She wasn't voted into the position she's in.
Right.
She was into this position. She was handed the position, handed the money, and handed the delegates. Now she's going to be handed the country, and the reason for it is because she's black. Now you're talking about the immunity of blacks. What about the immunity of blacks? Let me tell you what that immunity is.
That's okay.
To be able to be open bigots, I won't call it racist. Open bigots, and nothing happens. Let me explain. You and I can sit right here and talk as much shit as we want about whites. Whites own Google. Whites own YouTube. Whites own Instagram. Whites own Twitter.
Us, they do it because that's the only power that really black people have. Black people really only have the power So, like, for example, this weekend, I've had a white guy in my school. It's the first white guy been in my school. White guy, I mean, a straight up and down white guy, but he's filming. So there's this guy, Tommy G, doing like a documentary on ISBK, that what they call the Black Hebrew Israelites. So in order to do that, I have to let him come into my school. I have to let him film us. I have to let him do everything. So I am one that if a white person is openly racist, it doesn't affect me. I prefer it. Like, I remember when Trump got in office the first year, the first term, I was so happy because now when I said America was racist, black people didn't fight me because Donald Trump was in office. So I don't have a problem, but I do understand the hypocrisy that you're pointing out that black people,
by the logic in which you just spoke, whites can shut that down too. Most people who are to remain supreme, they don't allow you to talk about it. Because you want me to give you an example of the whites that don't allow you to talk about it.
give you an example.
They're called Jews. You pull that shit out with you. See how you can say all the white man, all kind of shit. See, that's my point. And when I said the white man owned all these websites, you know what I really meant? Who owned them all?
Jewish people.
Yes, they're the ones who own it. So for some odd reason, they allow you to say whatever you want to about the white man, but checks the white man when he says something about you. You believe it's power. Is it power if it was given to you?
No, that's my point. I'm not saying no. When I'm saying that's the only power they have, not that black people took that power, but it's the only thing they have left is just what they can talk. Like, even when you bring up the Jewish people hate both. They hate their own fellow white brothers and they hate us. And you can't say nothing about either one. So they would be the creme de la creme because they're in power as far as internet goes, social media, Hollywood, they control all of that. But what I was
Because they're in power, they don't allow you to talk bad about them.
only about them though.
That's what people say. See, when I first said white man allowing blacks to talk about whites, you said, well, that's because the white man actually has the power. So he don't mind the black man talking.
He does though. Right.
The white man doesn't, but the Jewish man does.
But see, I don't think okay. Jewish people and white people for me
Separate Israelites from the regulars from the Gentiles, don't you?
right, I do. But Jewish people and white people are the same Edomites. Jewish people are just a tribe of Amalek. So like the Germans, for example, are in the Bible they're I forget the name of the tribe that they're from, but so Jewish people are just a tribe of white people biblically. So they're all white people to me. So when I
You don't want to get too far in the weeds on that because it's like saying all Asians are the same.
no, I don't know because you got Moabites and Ammonites.
I'm just saying that's like saying.
Okay, I get what you're saying. But when you
They can't tell the difference between the two. They just don't
I
like
can't
it.
listen. I can't tell the difference between that.
I can tell you the difference between the two where they're from. That I've been around them so much, I know the difference.
Right,
I
so
can
that's
see
the
it.
reality. Right, so from being familiar with it, I agree. So when I was talking about the whites, even with the Jewish people, there's limitations to how far you can go, even for black people. But that just includes other white people too, from a Jewish position. But what I was speaking about as far as the power, the reason why the Jewish people that are in charge, when a racist white person says something about black people, is because and black people get enraged, is they don't want black people to feel like they don't have nothing. And so that's their way of giving them something, because in reality, black people talk all kind of shit about white people. Anytime they want. Comedians do it, movies do it, everybody does it, but when a white person does it, it's like the end of the world, and they're triggered by it, when really they shouldn't. I don't like, I was talking to, what's the white bitch that said, broke ass niggas. I was not offended when she said it. It didn't bother me when she said it, but it bothered everybody, and that's an example of, she didn't have to lose her job for that, but they wanted to let black people know, hey man, we care about your emotional states, and we're gonna let her lose her job. They sacrificed one little white girl so that black people could feel good. But outside of that time, they don't have no power.
So I'm gonna say that's a problem. See, the problem is you still have to understand that they're still different. Their mindset is different, just like the tribe of blacks. They may be black, but our mindset is different.
expect us to have such anger and venom with each other.